Ooh. Ugh. 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 You know what time it is. Ugh. 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 This is Suicide Tenkuuha Resonate, one of, if not the most powerful aggro decks in the current meta. The game plan of this deck revolves around playing 1 to 2 Resonate units and boosting them up to unthinkable heights with cheap actions. Tenkuuha has the perfect hero art for this deck, allowing you to seal the deal extremely quickly, combined with giant Resonate units. The strength of this deck is the speed at which it closes out games, and the large amount of one-cost actions, which allows you to see a lot more of your deck, which gives it a high amount of consistency. However, it can be a little fragile. If you lose your units after committing all your resources into them, you can struggle a lot, and it also sacrifices its own life, so any unexpected damage, early or late, can make things very tough. With all that said, let's go over the deck. Sea Viper and Trish are the key pieces to this deck. I prefer Trish because she builds up attack on her Resonate and doesn't have combo. This means she benefits the most from our Tenkuuha hero arc. Sea Viper, on the other hand, benefits a lot more from our plus attack action card because of that built-in combo. Summon Minions fits in here as well because it acts as extra ways to grab either Sea Viper or Trish straight from the deck. This makes mulligans a lot easier. Buffs is where this deck's heart and soul lies. We've got a few attack boosting buffs in Demon Drug and Heartless Experiment. At the cost of your own life, you're buffing up your units, making them stronger, making them more deadly. Hookshot gives a unit flying, which is perfect for getting around pesky blockers and grabbing wind exceptionally easily. Bolt Reaver's Valor is on double duty here. Flight, attack, and agility. This card does it all. It's a great follow-up to a seal when you're playing against green because it brings your threat back from a sealed sad boy into a game-ending threat. When your plan is to buff up only 1 or 2 units, you're gonna need some protection. This is where Unforeseen Interference and Maverick's Memories come in, negating any actions your opponent might use to get rid of your precious units. Summon Minions is back for round 2. Similar to a negation spell, you can swerve a destruction by just placing another unit with it. Ceasefire locks up the board to prevent your opponent from playing any units which might get in the way of you and certain victory. Fate of the Unworthy is here as well. A cheap destruction spell might be all you need to keep your opponent off your back until you win. Alright, let's check out this deck in action. Alright, a Wesker Ouroboros going to be our first opponent. So the mulligan strategy with this deck, very simple guys. We're looking for a Resonate unit and that's really it. So I think this is good enough. We're going to wait till 5 so we have some sort of response to whatever he might want to play. Fortunately no counters, which is not quite ideal. So what I'm going to do, let's give a boost here. Okay, this is actually really good because his slow unit is okay. Interesting. That's not okay. We can play this. We'll go straight up to 5 afterwards. See, and there we go. That's why didn't quite get a counter, but summon minions there. Gonna act as a pseudo counter. Oh shoot, and we lost it too. Oh, the worst case scenario. Okay, so we'll have to take a little bit here. Not exactly what we were hoping for, but we'll make it work. We gotta do one of these. We have to make our guy live. This is the scary part. This is the scary part. Okay, we're living. Ooh, I don't want to have anything to do with that, but I don't think we can avoid it. So I guess we'll just get another unit in there. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunate. He got us. Oh. Oh. Whew. That game, last game was a little rough, huh? So we have Raging Demon this time. We'll see how much destruction he's got. So you saw the weaknesses that last game. So we got to resonate. I'm pretty good with that, but I'm gonna take time to talk. He got one destruction. He got a few destructions off. Played it pretty well. We unfortunately pulled Sea Viper instead of Trish, which would have lived. Sad kind of boys. But it is what it is. But as you can see, the deck goes fast. Whether you're winning fast, whether you're losing fast, we're going fast, my boys. We are going fast. Okay, so this will kind of bump us up. Bump it up. So I'm gonna try to get 2 units out here. Because it's not too hard to, well, so now we start buffing. So the way I like to play this deck, we start buffing, we got 2 units out. That's going to make it much easier for us to commit either way. I like to wait up to 2, so he's going for that one. That lets us, you know, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with that. The reason I was kind of okay with that is because if I play another one, if I play summon minions, then he potentially has fate. That's annoying. That's annoying. So maybe I should have played the summon minions. Hope he doesn't have the fate. And then just go from there. Because now if he has fate, then we're really sad. So no fate. I'm okay with that. Oh boy. These are some people starting to play a bit more aggressive. So let's go up to full. Let's get a summon minions. Summon minions. And then what? And then what? I'd like to see a flight. I'd like to see a flight. That would be my ideal situation here. No flights. Where the flights at, my friends? Where the flights at? So as you can see, this is getting kind of out of hand. Because we've got this. That's gonna be a doozy. And that's gonna be a doozy. So let's see. If he hasn't destroyed yet, he's probably got nothing. So we can. That's gonna be 12. That's gonna be lethal. Perfect. Perfect. See, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Whew. Easy, quick. We love it. So many games in today's video. They go so quick. We can squeeze a lot in. And they're all kind of similar. This is pretty decent. And we've got Trishas. We don't have any way. Sorry, we have Sea Vipers. We don't have any way to buff her attack up just yet. But I think it's gonna be okay. Let's go ahead and do that. A lot of units this time, which is okay. It happens sometimes. We'll just get 2 units out. We'll feel pretty good about it. I'm actually gonna go into this one, and then okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna put us in it's putting us in a weird spot, right? Because we only have negates right now, which I don't really like. I gotta be honest. Little awkward hand going on right now, but I think it'll work out. So let's do one of these. And yeah, let's just follow it up. So now we'll get a good trade on top. We will get a trade in the middle. I would like. I want to get this trade up top because. Wait, that's actually really annoying. Okay, there we go. That's good. We're out of range. So what I'm worrying about the spillover. The spillover. There we go. Flight, baby. So we're gonna hit flight. I think so. We should be able to hit the flight. Perfect. Let's hit the flight. Let's be quick on our fingers. Get the Tenkuuha in there. And then we'll be... Okay. Alright. He knows what's coming. My man. He knows what's coming. I like it. Whew, another one in the books. We're just going at it. We're going to Devil Trigger. Going to be an interesting one. So I'm curious. I don't think I've played against Devil Trigger with this deck. We'll see how it goes. But as you can see, we build up a powerhouse, and then we smoosh face. I do not want, because this is an easy trade, right? We easily get this, unless he's got a bunch of halts, which would be obnoxious. But now we can kind of sit. I want to get, like I mentioned, I want to get 2 units on the field. Let's see if the halt comes out. No. And I don't want to take too much damage from these guys. That's like my other thing. We won't have the counter if he plays a spell. If he plays action, which is kind of sad, boys, but it's gonna be okay. I don't mind this halt that much. Because really we should be able to get to the point where we only need one single hit to finish the game. So, but we do need to be careful. We do need to be careful. Because he's got the Devil Trigger, so he's actually got the counter. Oh, and he's got burn. Oh no. Okay. Oh, this is good. So I'm gonna use my... Ooh, okay, so we can actually Fate of the Unwardi if he halts, which is great. Get that out of here. Bye-bye, but unless he's got a negate. Ooh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Face damage is okay. Face damage is okay. But we cannot take too much more of it. I suspect a Devil Trigger here. There we go. There we go. I suspected correctly. Okay. Yup. It's getting close, my friends. It's getting close. So I think we'll do this. He can't get it back up, right? Oh, what are we doing now? Okay, but if he okay, yeah. So if he does that, exactly. Now we've got so much potential lethal. So he's got a Devil Trigger again. We've got so much lethal. Okay. It's not lethal damage, so I'm not worried about it. That was 4. Don't get greedy, just let it happen. This one, we counter. Oh, I can't counter it, because if I counter it, I don't have enough MP. No, we counter it. We're gonna bebate him. Oh, okay, he only had 2 damage. Sweet. Oh, that was actually really stressful at the end. I was worried about extra burn coming through. When do I negate? When do I not negate? Oh, worked out. Look at those points. 1900 on the dot. And that's where we'll end it. This deck is crazy. Right? So, I would recommend you play it. It's fun. It's pretty simple, straightforward. There's nothing like too crazy. You just have to be aware of what your opponent can do to destroy your stuff. So that's why I usually wait for 2 MP before I play my 1 MP boost, just so I always have a counter up. They always know I have MP for it, even if I don't have it, right? So that's kind of how that goes. Yeah. If you've gotten this far and you hate this deck, and you're like, oh, I hate this deck so much, why is he playing it? I would say keep in mind that because it's a multicolor deck, it only has 5 MP max total, which means if you play a destruction, if you play any sort of destruction, they counter it. Unless they have Maverick's memories, they can't counter it again. And if they're not after 7 memory, the Maverick's memory has to sacrifice their own unit. So it's basically like they can't use it anyway. So take the advantage of the fact that they can't really negate 2 spells, 2 actions in one go. That should help you a lot. Of course, you saw in some of the games, the Alexias, things that like don't unrespondable, causes a lot of trouble for this deck because it's just nothing you can do about it sometimes. So yeah, deck is fun, deck is crazy. Probably top on my list of decks to play this meta. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Some lightning fast games, right? Hopefully it was insightful, interesting. I've got some personal text that I'm keeping on the down low just in case this deck stays around into the next meta and it's going to be used for the qualifiers. I think this is a great deck for the qualifiers if it lives through balance changes and lives through a new set and a new hero. Definitely keeping this deck in mind and at closer to the top of my list if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm rambling. Let's head out. Thanks for tuning in. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It helps out a ton. Subscribe, more deck profiles. I got some more things planned, a little comedy skits, stuff like that. It should be fun. And most importantly, keep on learning, having some fun with TEPPEN with me here on the Durian channel. And I'll see you in another video. Peace.